Have you ever done everything right, stuck to the same schedule you've trusted for years, yet still felt like pleasure was different, even though you tried your best? You're not the only one. You have tried to be careful. You've attempted to take care of your physique. You've made an effort to stay healthy. But something doesn't seem right. There is a secret that most men never hear about, and it has nothing to do with determination. Stay with me because in a few minutes I'll tell you about a simple, secret weapon that most seniors don't know about and that might help you keep your comfort, confidence, and independence without you realizing it. Let's make this important and keep it polite. Problems that come after 60 don't usually come with a bang. They glide in without making a sound. There is a little more friction here. There is a little more tension there. A couple more minutes of sitting on a hard chair. Another night of bad sleep. Weeks go by. Then one day you discover that you're not as responsive, or you have a persistent pain near your pelvis, or your hips feel heavy when you stand up. It's a quiet mistake that takes energy without saying anything. And here's the part that matters in real life. When you're not sleeping well and you're in pain, you exercise less. Being less active makes stiffness worse. Stiffness makes it hard to keep your equilibrium. Self-assurance goes down. Independence seems to be in danger. No one wants to live in a world where going to the store feels like climbing a hill. So what's the opponent that isn't obvious? Not want, not age. The adversary is mindless mechanics, which are the ways of touching yourself that you don't think about. Strong friction on dry skin, a firm chair that compresses nerves, holding your breath to tension your pelvic floor, and the same restricted pattern that goes on for years. This conditioning modifies how the brain and nerves work and how they expect to feel. In simple terms, it's not how you do it. It's what your body learns from how you do it. Let's establish an authority bridge in plain English before we count down the fixes. Orgasms can change the chemicals in your body that cause stress and make you feel more relaxed. The muscles in the pelvis really do contract. Posture and pressure affect how blood flows, and throughout the years, a higher frequency of ejaculation has been linked to a lower risk of prostate cancer in major long-term studies that have been reviewed by peers. Associated does not equal guaranteed, and this is not a cure. It is a good sign that many men may find comfort in prostate health by moving fluids and keeping things regular. Here's the paradigm shift. What most people don't recognize is that technique and context matter more after 60 than raw energy. Small, friendly changes can help with nerves, sleep, and self-esteem. Let's get real with a ranking countdown. We'll start with things you should avoid and then go on to things you can do right now. I'll utilize the same microstructure for each. Problem, science in plain language, personal impact after 60, and a simple action you can try right now. I'll use what's worse to show you how small problems build up between items 7 and 4. And I'll keep teasing the number one secret so you stay with me. It's simple and strong. Item 8. Stay away from dry friction. Problem, after 60. The skin gets drier and more fragile. You can't see the little tears that dry friction makes. Science, in plain language. Natural oils get thinner as you get older. Without a cushion, friction can hurt the surface and make nerves in the area worse. Personal impact. Irritation today becomes soreness tomorrow. Being sore makes you tense. Stress makes the next session tougher and sleep less deep. Simple action. Use a good lubricant from the start, not as a last resort. Silicone lasts longer, but water-based is easier to clean. Reapply as soon as you feel drag. Don't push through by keeping the bottle close by. Item 7. Don't hunch over in a hard chair. Problem, after 60. When you lean forward on a hard seat, it puts pressure on the perineum and the nerves that run through it. Science, plain. The pudendal nerve goes under the pelvis. Putting pressure on it directly and pushing forward can make it worse, like when you lean on your funny bone until your hand tingles. Personal effects. You might feel tingling, numbness, or a dull soreness later on, including when you're walking, driving, or attempting to sleep. Pain takes away your focus and makes you less balanced and confident. Easy step. Change the shape, put a pillow behind your lower back and another one beneath your knees, or try resting on your side. If you have to sit, use a pillow with a hole in the middle to relieve pressure. Change your position every several minutes. What's worse? A hard chair and dry friction are a double whammy. The skin hurts and the nerve moans. That's how the silent error loop begins, and you don't even know it. Item 6. Don't rush or hold your breath at one speed. Problem, after 60. Racing makes nerves that don't respond quickly enough feel overwhelmed, and holding your breath tightens the pelvic floor. Science. Plain. As we become older, our nerves change. They want signals that don't change. When you hold your breath, your body goes into brace mode, which makes your muscles tighter and makes it harder for blood to flow. Personal impact. You might not feel as much in the moment, but you might feel more tense afterward, which might make it hard to sleep and make you stiff the next morning. Simple action. Slow down. Take it easy at first. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts and out through your mouth for 6 counts. Keep your shoulders supple. Allow the stomach to move. If the speed goes up, take 2 slow breaths and start over. What's worse? Rushing and holding your breath will often shut up your pelvic floor. A locked floor can make your pelvis feel heavy later, which is exactly what we want to avoid. Item 5. Don't use climax as the only stress tool to stay alone. Problem. After 60. When the only way to feel better is to climax, the brain links calmness too strongly to one approach. Science. In plain terms, reward circuits learn fast. If one quick fix is always used, other ways to relax don't get used. Personal impact. This can make things worse on bad days, not better. Stress takes away energy for walking, doing errands, hobbies, and spending time with friends. Easy task. On the same day, do something intimate with a non-sexual stress skill, like going for a 10-minute walk, doing some moderate stretching, or breathing slowly for 2 minutes. You're not taking away pleasure, you're balancing the tools. What's worse? Being alone makes your world smaller. When your world gets smaller, you get stiffer and lose your balance. That's when the fear of needing help whispers, walker, cane, or I'll just stay home. We desire the opposite, to be able to move around freely and sleep well. Item 4. Set up for comfort first. Problem. After 60. Starting tense makes things harder and less easy. Science. Plain. Heat makes tissue relax. A supportive posture helps blood flow and eases nerve pressure. Personal effect. Less irritation, more comfort, and better sleep. Easy step. Warmth. A brief shower or a warm washcloth for 1 to 2 minutes. Support. Sleep on your back or side with a pillow behind your lower back and another under your knees. Get your tools ready. Have lubrication close by and a soft towel under your hips. Breathing cue. Take 3 deep breaths before you start. Breathe in slowly and deeply and let your jaw relax. What's worse? Not setting up makes you hurry. When you rush, the silent error comes back without you even knowing it. Item 3. Do. Variety minutes. Here's the twist. Problem. After 60. Repeating one pressure and angle makes the brain expect only that. Science. Plain. When input changes, sensory maps in the brain stay adaptable. Different things keep sensitivity safe. Personal impact. More choices, whether you're alone or with someone else. Less pressure to do things a certain way. Simple action. Change your hand, speed, angle, or grip. Switch to slow motion or add gentle pauses for at least 1 full minute each session. If you always finish quickly, consider building up slowly and only finishing when it seems right. Think cross-training for feeling. Item 2. Do wave timing and smart support. Let me explain. Problem. After 60. Expecting a straight line to climax puts strain on you, and pressure opposes arousal. Science. Plain. After 60, arousal frequently comes in waves. Rest-pause cycles lower stress hormones and give blood flow time to catch up. Personal effect. More comfort, less stress, and more vitality the next day. Simple action. Use a gradual 2-on, 1-off rhythm. 2 minutes of exploring, then 1 minute of rest with deep breathing and a soft touch on the hips or abdomen. Check your posture and add a little lubrication during breaks. If you sit, use a cushion with a hole in the middle. Even better, lie on your side with a pillow between your knees to keep your hips relaxed. Choose soft, body-safe materials and lots of lubrication if you like aids. Think of them as support tools, not force tools. Item 1. The big reveal. The pelvic floor reset. Your secret weapon. Link back to the beginning. We declared that mindless mechanisms were the enemy. The pelvic floor reset is a conscious way to move. Easy, soft, and strong. Problem. After 60. A tight pelvic floor makes things uncomfortable. A lot of males don't know they're clenching. Science. Plain. The pelvic floor is a group of muscles that hangs down from the pelvis. When you hold your breath or bend over, the sling gets tighter and can hurt your nerves. Letting go initially and then softly engaging makes things more comfortable and helps blood flow. Personal effects: less heaviness, less aches the next day, a steadier response, and better sleep. Simple to put into action. Before, get comfortable by sitting or lying down. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, letting your stomach relax. Picture the pelvic floor melting down. Let go of your jaw and breathe out for 6. Take 3 to 5 breaths. During. If you feel tense, stop. Put in some lubrication. Change to lying on your side or back. Take 2 slow breaths, then go back to normal for 10 to 20 seconds. After, take 2 deep breaths and extend your whole body gently. Ankles, hips, chest. Warm cloth to calm skin. Combine avoid. Use with comfort first setup and variety minutes. Don't hunch over in a hard chair or hold your breath. Short sessions that are done correctly frequently beat extended sessions that are done with stress. Let's tie this to life after 60. Being able to move about, stay balanced, have energy, and be independent. When there isn't much friction and your posture is good, your nerves don't hurt as much. When the pelvic floor relaxes before it operates, your hips feel lighter and it takes less effort to rise up. Calmer sessions lead to better sleep. Better sleep helps you take steadier steps, make safer turns, and think more clearly. This is how a private routine may help a public life without anybody noticing. You can walk with confidence, garden without your back hurting, and play with your grandkids without having to sit down every 10 minutes. Here are some realities that are good for seniors to remember. Adaptation beats intensity. Your body isn't letting you down, it's just looking for new ways to move. Moderation is in your body, not in a number. Some guys feel their best a few times a week, while others feel their worst. If you feel heavy, sore, or tired in your pelvis the next day, it's time to make some changes, such as using more lubricant, softer surfaces, shorter sessions, or taking a day off. Quick can train your senses. Different minutes help keep the nervous system flexible. The pelvic floor reset teaches your body to release, then engage, which is good for comfort, confidence, and staying dry. Time alone and time with a partner can help each other. Solo practice maintains the system receptive, which can make paired situations feel easier and more comfortable. Medical check-ins are smart, not shameful. If you have new discomfort, burning, sudden numbness, a sharp change in curvature, or trouble even in quiet, private circumstances, you should see a doctor. Response might be affected by medications, blood sugar, blood pressure, and mood meds. Help can be found in advice. Here are a few notes based on science that are easy to understand. Chemistry of stress and sleep. For many people, orgasm can lower stress hormones and make it easier to sleep afterward. This is one reason why a calmer routine can help you fall asleep. Comfort and regularity of the prostate. In large, peer-reviewed cohort studies, men who ejaculate more often have a lower risk of prostate cancer over long periods of time. That's a link, not a promise. The main point is to find balance, a timetable that works for you and doesn't push you too far. Pelvic floor therapy is real. If you have ongoing heaviness, urgency, or pain, pelvic floor physical therapy may be able to help. Not simply Kegels, but also breathing, posture, and mild coordination are typically part of therapy. A lot of men do better when they learn how to relax first. Now let's make everything into a simple plan that you can follow this week. Make it quick, friendly, and easy to do. The 5-step plan for independence. Step 1. Set up for comfort initially, 2 minutes. A warm towel or a brief shower. Lie down or on your side. Support for the pillow. Lube is easy to get to. 3 deep breaths. Step 2. Let go before you start. 30 to 60 seconds. As you breathe in, let your tummy relax. Picture the pelvic floor sliding away. Jaw relaxed, shoulders down. This is the most important part of the pelvic floor reset. Step 3. Start slowly and add minutes of variety. Start with a gentle touch. Put lubricant on early. Change one thing, your hand, angle, rhythm, or speed, at least once every 60 seconds. Step 4. Timing the waves, not the race. 2 on, 1 off is what you should do. During the rest minute, take moderate breaths, relax any tightness, and change your posture. If you start to feel tingly or heavy, that's a sign to stop and relax. Step 5. Cool down and check yourself, 60 seconds. Take 2 calm breaths and stretch your hips and calves a little. Ask, is there any pain? Do you have any numb spots? How do I feel in my heart? If something new keeps happening, see a doctor. It's easy to be early. If you're saying to yourself, I wish I had known this years ago, please listen. It's not too late. Nerves can change. Muscles can learn. You can sleep better. You can get your confidence back. The body enjoys regular, compassionate signals, especially after the age of 60. Start small today and give yourself 2 weeks to see the change. A few useful tips to help you stay safe and comfortable. If you like tools or sleeves, pick materials that are safe for your body. Use a lot of lube and set them to low. Support tools are like reading glasses. They help, not make you feel bad. Mechanics are even extremely important if you have a health problem like diabetes, high blood pressure, or a history of pelvic surgery. The pelvic floor reset and modifications to your posture might help ease the pressure. If you want to get pregnant, the timing and frequency of your sex may alter the amount of semen you have. Talk to your doctor about the details so that your routine works for you. If you watch porn and then touch things in real life and they don't feel as good, try a sensory reset week. Cut down on screen time, do varied minutes, and pay attention to your breath and body sensations. This can change what the brain thinks will happen. Let me go back to the promise I made at the beginning. You did your best. You've stuck with what you know. Age itself wasn't the hidden factor, it was thoughtless mechanics, the kind of mistake that happens without you ever knowing it. Mindful mechanics are the secret weapon. Lube up early, support your body, breathe deeply, change up the input, and most crucially, practice the pelvic floor reset. Let go first, then softly engage. Easy. Can be done again. Friendly for seniors. Before we finish, a quick, natural disclaimer. This is not personal medical advice, it is educational advice. Bodies are different. If you have a sudden, large change in curvature, acute pain, fever, blood in your urine or semen, or numbness that doesn't go away, immediately get help. If you're worried about erections, desire, or mood, talking to your doctor can help you feel better and more at ease. You're not behind. You are not broken. You're adapting, and that's a good thing. It's not too late. If this makes sense to you, put 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0 and say what you want to know more about. Your comments help me make my future advice for seniors more useful and encourage others. And if you want to keep going, don't miss the next topic. 3 easy daily mobility drills that open the hips and minimize the chance of falling. These are great exercises to combine with the pelvic floor reset you learned today. Small, gentle choices made over time will gently develop the life you want after 60.